The Samsung Galaxy Note has come a long way since its launch in 2011. It's arguably one of Samsung's most profitable products to date, but not every version was successful for the South Korean firm. The Note 7, for instance, caused a massive product recall and dented the company's reputation at the time. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. In today's video, we'll be discussing the real reason why Samsung's Galaxy Note 7 kept exploding. So, what happened? Launched in August 2016, Samsung's Note 7 device was marketed as a successor to the previous year's Note 5 and was placed directly against Apple's rival iPhone 7 Plus. When Note 7 hit the market after a ton of anticipation, it quickly became renowned as Samsung's most premium smartphone. The initial reviews were quite positive, praising the device for its industry-topping display, immaculate battery life, and impressive internal specs. Some users even preferred it over the iPhone 7 series thanks to Note's curved screen and other features like iris recognition for biometric security. However, within the first few weeks, as pre-ordered Samsung phones reached multiple countries across the globe, it became obvious that Note 7 had multiple issues. Samsung started getting an increasing number of complaints of overheating and exploding batteries. This was a highly unexpected problem since lithium-ion batteries that power most smartphones are generally safe to use. Pictures of frazzled Note 7 devices started circulating on social media, making the entire debacle a huge international news story. This meant that sales of Samsung's latest flagship phone were rapidly going downhill, and so was the company's reputation. By September 2016, the firm had to recall about 2.5 million phones and reissue them using a second batch. However, rushing the manufacturing process led to even more problems, and the Note 7 battery went up in flames a second time. Samsung's explanation. In total, the entire Note 7 debacle cost Samsung at least $5 billion. On top of this, the battery issue still wasn't resolved. So the smartphone manufacturer started a detailed investigation during which nearly 700 researchers and engineers tested more than 200,000 fully assembled devices and more than 30,000 batteries to figure out the reason behind the Note 7 malfunction. And after 4 months, the company finally had an answer. "We're taking responsibility," Samsung Mobile chief DJ Ko said during a conference in South Korea. "There was a tiny problem in the manufacturing process, so it was very difficult to figure out. It will cost us so much, it makes my heart ache. Nevertheless, the reason we made this decision is that what's most important is customer safety." The main issue was irregularly sized batteries, which caused most of the overheating. As per a report, the batteries built by Samsung SDI, referred to as Battery 8, had a defect in the top right of the lithium-ion grouping, and in some cells caused fire through repeated charge and discharge. The batteries from Amperex, the Hong Kong-based facility that built the batteries for the second group of Note 7s, referred to as Battery B, had a defect in the top left portion of the cell that caused short circuits in a small number of units. Experts also confirmed that these batteries failed to have the necessary insulation to prevent overheating from spreading to the rest of the battery in a short circuit scenario. Samsung later explained that there were other failures as well, such as missing insulation tape and sharp-edged protrusions that contributed to the most catastrophic launch in the company's history. By October 2016, people weren't just making Note 7 jokes, but the device was also banned on airplanes before being discontinued for good. Samsung stopped production and even asked people to turn off their Note 7 and stop using them. It goes without saying that at this point, the company's reputation as a smartphone manufacturer was greatly tarnished. Making things better. After the disastrous effects involving the Note 7, Samsung gave its best during its apology conference, providing technical explanations for the failure of both the Note 7 variants. Samsung has done what they needed to do for now, but the true test will need to happen over time, analyst Brian Ma of IDC said at that time. If successive products can be delivered consistently without incident in the next year or so, then they'll be in a better position to regain consumers' trust. Samsung announced that the upcoming devices would undergo their new 8-point battery safety check, so there would be no repeat of the fires in future devices. We look forward to moving ahead with a renewed commitment to safety. The lessons of the past several months are now deeply reflected in our processes and in our culture, Samsung said in a statement. When the Galaxy S8 arrived, all the attention shifted from the previous debacle to the new phone's extra tall displays and features like the Bixby Digital Assistant. Eventually, S8 sales soared to new heights, paving the way for the success of the Galaxy Note 8, which redeemed Samsung's reputation. And with that, we've reached the conclusion of this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon to be updated with our latest content. We'll see you again soon, but until then, take care and goodbye.